All right, guys, let's get into it. This is the review for the Mystery Ranch 3-way briefcase. So I did a first impression of this bag about 2 months ago. And since then, I have been using this bag and the Mystery Ranch District Pro pretty much exclusively for my day-to-day carry, for work, for just going around doing stuff. And I have some opinions about this bag. Using this particular bag, this 3-way briefcase, has been a bit of a journey for me. Because as a bag enthusiast, I tend to have a bag for particular use cases. So if I'm going to the pool, I have a bag for the pool. If I'm going to a place where, like, let's say I'm doing my OSHA training, I have a bag for that. If I'm going to a high-end attorney client, I have a messenger that I like to use for that. If I'm just going to the mall with my family, I have a bag that is for that. So as a bag enthusiast, I tend to have bags for specific uses. This bag tosses that out the window because this bag is not specific to one use case. This bag can be used for a bunch of different use cases. So if you are a person that isn't perhaps necessarily a bag enthusiast, but you just want to get the biggest bang for your buck, then this is something that should be considered. As far as the pricing for this, it is $200, but you are essentially getting 3 bags in one. And as you can see, this does have a very professional look to it. It does fit in business environments. It's rugged, it's durable, it looks good. It's really easy to use, but there are some things that bothered me a little bit about it. And that's why my journey with this bag was so interesting, because I just wasn't used to having a bag that did so much at the same time. So let's get into it. Let's get into some of the things that I like, some of the things that I didn't like about this bag. So again, this is the Mystery Ranch 3-way briefcase. And what are the 3 ways that you can use this bag? Well, obviously you can just carry it by the top 2 straps. There is a shoulder strap, which I will show off in a second. And then also there are backpack straps. And I was able to use this bag in all those different forms of carrying in different situations. So I'll talk about that in a second. So let's go into like this kind of like unique fabric. So this is Cordura Recore, which is a pre-consumer, it's recycled pre-consumer waste. So they have this like Cordura type fabric. And honestly, I couldn't tell a huge difference between this fabric and the fabric that I had in my Mystery Ranch Assault 21, which is now replaced by the Catalyst series of bags. One thing that I didn't notice over time is that the material at first seems a little rough and perhaps rigid, but even within a few weeks of using it, the material did get significantly softer, which I really like. It does have a nice feel to it now. One thing that I will say that you may notice is I keep having to hold the bag up like this, is that when the bag is loaded up, it tends to want to kind of flop over this way. And I kind of found that to be a little annoying. And I think it's because this back area here has a laptop, and then there's the rigidity here of having the backpack straps and whatnot. I think this has like a bit of rigidity to it, but it's not enough to keep it from kind of flopping over this way. That's one thing I didn't like about it. And that's one of the major things, which says a lot, because if one of the major things I didn't like is that, whatever, it doesn't stand 100% upright, then you know that they have a pretty good product on their hands. So Mystery Ranch, Mystery Ranch is really into this tri-zip way of doing things, or this way, double zip. And then they have fidlock buckle, which opens up into this main compartment. I will say that all the zippers are YKK. The top 2 here are AquaGuard. This one here in the front is not. but really nice zipper pulls. I always felt that the zipper pulls and actually the metal part of it were really well done. And I specifically love these. These are like huge and beefy, really strong metal too, like really high quality material here. So you have this section here, this main compartment where I keep tech kit, have my wallet, I have AirPods, and I have a knife. And then you have these two meshy drop pockets. You have this main pocket here, and then you have this meshy zippered pocket, which makes a lot more sense when you're using this as a backpack, which I'll show in a second. So let's close this up. Nice capacity here. That's normally what I'd put there. This closes up pretty easy, but then you have two zippers. So every time you open this thing up, you then have to close it 2 times essentially. But what is kind of cool is that when you do open the bag, all you have to do is like fidlock it, and then this just opens up real easy. But closing it can be a little cumbersome. Not a big deal. Okay, main compartment of the bag. Big main compartment here. So here I have Air Tech Kit, Evergood's Cap 1, and then I have the shoulder strap, which we'll use in a second with this bag. So here you have that main capacity. You have this meshy drop pocket here, and then you have another mesh zippered pocket, which is also very nice. So not a lot going on here, but it is super functional. If you're the type of person that needs to have pockets for everything, this bag does it. This bag has pockets for a ton of stuff. So for me, while I was working, sometimes I have Ethernet cables, or I have some CDs, or I have some HDMI cables. I have like random stuff that I accumulate at the offices that I go to. This bag allowed me to, whatever came my way, whatever I needed to carry, this bag would do it, which I really do appreciate, because I didn't have to really think too much about it. Like anything that came my way, I just toss it into the bag. I need to take something to a client office, toss it in the bag. No issue. Really nice, big capacity here. This expands with this zipper here. So if you are going to travel with this bag, you can expand this section out, and now you got luggage. So this thing, if you want to take it on a business trip, you can. You can use this as your personal item, and this thing can get pretty big, and you could take your laptop, you could take whatever supplies, you could take a change of clothes, a packing cube, and it all just works. So again, this is a bag that serves a number of use cases. So if you just want to buy like one bag that's going to do a lot of stuff, this would be a good bet for that. All right, let's go into the laptop section so we can get an idea of what the laptop section looks like. Again, big, beefy zippers here. You see the coating, the water-resistant coating here for these two main compartments. So I never really worried about rain, and I did get rained on really bad one time while using this bag, and I'll talk about that in a second. So here, main compartment, have my laptop that's here. Let me put this over here. So you have a laptop compartment, then you have a little bit of extra space here, and then you have two non-elastic, just kind of floppy drop pockets. So there's a lot of space here. You can put your chargers in here. If you want to put a mouse in there, you can. So pretty much your whole laptop setup can go in here. Really nice, very useful. So let's go to the back for a second. The back has a luggage pass-through, very useful. I never got to use it because I didn't necessarily travel with this bag. I use this one primarily for work and just for regular day-to-day stuff like groceries and whatnot. I did use this for groceries a couple times. So this is there. You have these two backpack straps, and I'm going to use these in a second, but I will say that the backpack straps are nice and padded. You know, what you would expect from a Mystery Ranch product. Of course, they're not, you know, as comfortable as some of their hiking bags, as some of their specific use bags, or even like their Catalyst or anything like that. I mean, these will get the job done, but they aren't the most comfortable. in terms of comfort, I would probably give this like a 7.5 out of 10. You know, they're not amazing, but they are very, very nice for straps that you may never use. You would only use in a few occasions, or even they're very nice for a bag that does so many things at the same time. So very nice. So also, just to give you an idea, there are grab handles in different parts of the bag. So you could pick this up from anywhere. Like if you put this in the overhead bin in an airplane, easy to grab. Under the seat, easy to grab. Then you have the two top handles, which the two top handles is quite literally just webbing, and you can see it. It's just webbing that's stitched in on itself. And you know, it's fine. Like it works. It's okay. So let me give you the story of this bag. So typically, when I take a bag like this, I want to use it in like crossbody mode, like as a shoulder bag. And that worked out really well, but I'm gonna show you, this is the strap that it comes with, right? It's not super thick. It's not padded at all. It's just webbing, which it works, right? It's fine. But it's not the most comfortable way to carry this bag, at least not for me. I kind of wish that this would have been, maybe not, padding might not even be needed, but if this was just slightly wider, I would have liked it a little bit more. But let me just, before I start connecting stuff to it, let me just talk about how this carries. So if you are going to an office, you are just carrying this bag, it works. It's very nice. Like, look, it's a professional looking bag. I'm kind of dressed professionally today for this review. It's just a professional looking bag. I had no qualms taking this with me to any of my clients, even my higher end attorney clients. So just hand carry, even though it was packed out, it felt good in hand. So that's one way of carrying. Let's talk about shoulder strap carrying. So really easy. You can clip these. You can clip this in, and I'm going to do this now. You clip this in, and as I do this, I will mention one thing that I did not like about how this worked, in that this hardware right here is plastic. And normally I wouldn't mind this, but what they did, and I kind of appreciate it because it produces a sense of comfort, this swivels. And I'm going to tell you why that to me was an issue. Maybe it's just my particular bag. Maybe this isn't something that a lot of people have to deal with, but I did experience some issues with the bag in terms of the shoulder carry. Oh man, why is this being so finicky? So anyways, one of the things that as this bag was packed out and I was wearing it, I would wear it crossbody like this. And I'd just go into an office pretty much just fine. What ended up happening is as this got weighed down with stuff, as I would move, this is the noise that would happen as I walked. Maybe this is my particular bag that issue happened with. Not a big deal, but that is something, like if noises really bother you, it's something to consider. So crossbody, and of course you can also just do plain shoulder carry. So again, if you were taking this through an airport, this would be nice. Taking it to an office, it just plain works. Okay, so let me take these straps off. There were instances where I was in an office and it was pouring down rain, like real bad, just pouring down rain. And I happened to have taken my daughter with me to work, because before she started school, I would take my daughter to work with me sometimes. So I had the bag full of stuff. I had my daughter with me. I needed to like run to my car in the pouring rain. I couldn't carry my daughter, carry this bag, and then hold my keys and get everything done at the same time. So what did I do? I sat down real quick in an office and I took the straps out so that I could free up my hands for what I needed to do. And one of the things that's awesome is that they put these really easy to connect buckles on here. So it's not like clips that you have to fiddle with or anything like that. They're very easy to just straight up connect. So there you go. Now I had a backpack. So I put on the backpack. Now in one hand I had my kid, the other hand I had my keys and anything else I needed to carry, and I ran for the car. This was a nice use case for this because it opened up my hands for other things. Also, if you're going through an airport, if you're traveling, you're going to be carrying this for a long time, this would probably be the most comfortable way to carry this bag. So let me put it on so you can see kind of what it looks like in that way. So perhaps it looks a little strange because the orientation is sideways, but again, maybe this isn't the main use for this bag. It's just occasionally this is how you're going to use it. But it is comfortable. Look at the straps here. Look at this. These are like pillows. Like pillows. You know, good hardware. It makes sense. Another time I used this was I did groceries. I had to come in. I parked in the parking garage of my apartment building. I had like a handful of groceries. I didn't want to do multiple trips having to go back and down from the elevator. What I did, I took the straps out and then I put this on as a backpack and carried my groceries with me. So this bag does a lot of stuff, but it's not specifically awesome at any one thing. It does everything good, which is kind of what you want in a utilitarian type of bag that's going to do a lot of things. You want it to do the job well. And this bag does every job well. Is it the best backpack? No. Is it a good backpack? Yeah. Is it the best briefcase? No. Is it a good briefcase? Yeah. Is it the best messenger? No. Is it a good messenger? Yeah. You know, and that's what I mean by this. If you want the best bang for your buck, this is a good option for you. Let me show you. So let's say that you're wearing this as a backpack. How does all this other stuff work? All that organization that we saw, how does this work? You see, in backpack form, this zippered pocket makes a lot more sense. These drop pockets are now sideways so things can fall out. Thankfully, what they've done is by creating this pocket here, anything that falls out of these little drop pockets gets kind of nestled into this like little canopy, this little bottom pouch here, and it's saved. It's not ideal, but it works. It's functional, it's utilitarian. So let's look at the other options as well, or the other sections as well. So you open this up. You know, you can grab things real easy from the side. These I never had anything like pop out of them, even when I was in backpack mode, which is fine. So this is good. You know, you have that zippered pocket, which is also good. So that works. And then if you look at the laptop compartment's not going anywhere. And since there's not a lot of clearance between the zipper and the opening of these particular drop pockets, nothing's really gonna fall out unless it's pretty small. So guys, this is the Mystery Ranch 3-way briefcase. Let me put these straps away so you can kind of see it again. So really easy to kind of transfer from mode to mode. And I really appreciated that it wasn't difficult to hide all the stuff. You know, they made it really simple to hide the straps and go from mode to mode on the fly. See? Good to go. Really cool design. And really, for the cost, for the $200, you're getting 3 bags. You're getting a professional looking briefcase. You're getting a really nice looking messenger bag. And then you're getting a nice backpack too. The materials are what you would expect from Mystery Ranch. They are high quality, durable. They're going to endure the test of time. This bag is, you could probably use this bag every day for years. and it's going to last you. I was using this thing nonstop for 2 months, and I loaded it down with all that stuff that you saw me take out of it, and then some. And look, man, it looks fine. You know, it looks great, great. No issues whatsoever. Even the bottom, which I put on the floor a bunch of times, no issues there. So Mystery Ranch 3-way briefcase. Let me know what you think. Is this something that is interesting to you? I would love to see if that's something that you'd want to purchase for yourselves, and tell me why. I know for me, if I was looking for a bag that did a lot of things, I'm not like a bag enthusiast, and I just want to buy the one thing, I would probably get something like this. And this isn't a design that is going to go away anytime soon. There's other companies that have been doing some other things that are similar, but Mystery Ranch really nails it. There's a reason why this design has stuck around for a while, and this is a new iteration of their 3-way briefcase. So give this a look and let me know what you think. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. And just to let you know, next time I'm going to be reviewing the District Pro Messenger, which is the other bag that Mystery Ranch sent me. And that one has a different use case, different feel. I actually really like that bag. I like this bag too, but there was something about the District Pro that I really liked for my specific use, and I'll let you know a little bit more about that. But give this bag a look. Really is worth your time and consideration. Guys, like and subscribe to the channel. Helps me out to know that you're interested and that I should be producing some more stuff. All right, take it easy. Talk to you soon.